My dear students, welcome back to our channel. Students, in this video I am explaining Bachelor of Education first semester. Subject, Content cum Pedagogy of Social Sciences. Important short and long questions and answers. Let's start quick revision. With short questions. First important short question is: discuss the role of social science in shaping public policies. Social science helps shape public policies by studying how people behave, interact, and live in society. For example, if there is a rise in crime, social scientists might study its causes, like poverty or lack of education, and recommend solutions to reduce crime. By understanding issues like health, education, and the economy, social scientists provide valuable insights to policymakers. This helps them create laws and programs that address real needs. In short, social science provides the knowledge and data needed to make better, more effective decisions for society. Next important short question is: differentiate between social science and social studies. Social science is the study of human behavior, societies, and relationships, focusing on areas like psychology, economics, and sociology. For example, a social scientist may study how families interact or how economies function. Social studies, on the other hand, is an educational subject that combines elements of social science, history, geography, and civics. It teaches students about the world around them, including cultures, governments, and economies. In short, social science is a broader field of study, while social studies is an educational subject that uses knowledge from social sciences to teach students. Next important short question is: what were Swami Vivekananda's key pedagogical ideas about education? Swami Vivekananda believed education should empower individuals, building both intellect and character. He emphasized that true education goes beyond book knowledge and focuses on self-awareness, morality, and spiritual growth. He encouraged practical learning, where students learn to serve society. For example, he believed that developing a strong, fearless mind helps one face challenges. Vivekananda also stressed that education should inspire creativity and critical thinking, not just memorization. In short, his vision of education aimed at shaping well-rounded, responsible individuals who contribute positively to society, with a focus on self-reliance and inner strength. Next important short question is: what is the main focus of the integrative approach to pedagogy? The integrative approach to pedagogy focuses on connecting different subjects to help students see the links between them. Instead of teaching subjects like math, science, and history separately, this method combines them to show how they work together in real life. For example, teaching about climate change could involve science, causes, geography, effects, and ethics, responsibility. This approach promotes critical thinking, creativity, and a deeper understanding of how knowledge is interconnected. In short, the integrative approach makes learning more meaningful by linking different areas of study, preparing students for real-world challenges. Next important short question is: discuss the significance of pedagogical content knowledge. Pedagogical content knowledge, PCK, is the combination of knowing a subject deeply and understanding how to teach it effectively. It helps teachers present content in ways that are easy for students to grasp. For example, a science teacher with strong PCK would not only know about cells, but also use hands-on activities or simple diagrams to explain them to students. PCK ensures that teachers can adapt their teaching methods to meet students' needs. In short, it's important because it allows teachers to teach subjects clearly, making learning more accessible and engaging for students. Next important short question is: what is conceptual change model? The conceptual change model is a teaching approach that helps students change their existing ideas or misconceptions about a topic. It involves challenging students' current beliefs and guiding them to new, more accurate understandings. For example, if a student believes that the earth is flat, the teacher would provide activities and evidence to help them understand that the earth is round. This model focuses on active learning, encouraging students to rethink and adapt their understanding. In short, the conceptual change model helps students replace incorrect ideas with correct, deeper knowledge. Next important short question is: how critical, creative, and analytical pedagogies can be applied in learning different concepts within the social sciences? Critical, creative, and analytical pedagogies can be used in social science learning to encourage deeper thinking and problem solving. Critical pedagogy helps students question assumptions and analyze power structures, like discussing social inequality. Creative pedagogy encourages students to explore new ideas and perspectives, such as using role play to understand historical events. Analytical pedagogy focuses on breaking down concepts, like analyzing data or trends in economics. In short, these methods foster active, engaged learning that challenges students to think deeply, be innovative, and evaluate information critically, helping them understand social science concepts more thoroughly. Next important short question is: briefly explain the concept of Bloom's taxonomy and its relevance in shaping learning objectives. Bloom's taxonomy is a framework that organizes learning into 6 levels: remember, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate, and create. It helps educators design learning objectives that encourage higher-order thinking. For example, in a science lesson, students might first memorize facts, remember, then explain concepts, understand, and later solve problems. Apply. Bloom's taxonomy guides teachers to develop objectives that build upon each other, moving students from basic recall to complex analysis and creativity. In short, it ensures a structured approach to learning that promotes deeper understanding and critical thinking. Next, important long questions. First important long question is: discuss the concept of content methodology and its implications for instructional planning. The concept of content methodology refers to the integration of both the subject matter, content, and the way it is taught, methodology. It highlights the importance of not just knowing what to teach, but also considering how to teach it in the most effective way. A successful lesson involves both selecting the right content and using the best teaching strategies to help students understand and engage with that content. For example, in a lesson about photosynthesis in a biology class, the content would cover the process of photosynthesis, its importance, and how plants produce food. The methodology could include hands-on activities like growing plants, using diagrams, or showing videos to illustrate how photosynthesis works. These activities help students better understand and visualize the content, making the lesson more engaging and easier to grasp. Implications for instructional planning. 1. Better lesson design. Teachers need to plan lessons that connect both content and teaching methods. This means selecting teaching strategies that align with the topic, such as using storytelling for history or visual aids for complex science concepts. 2. Active learning. The content methodology approach encourages the use of interactive and student-centered methods. For example, group discussions, problem-solving tasks, and project-based learning allow students to actively engage with the content and develop critical thinking skills. 3. Differentiation. Not all students learn the same way. By combining content and methodology thoughtfully, teachers can cater to different learning styles. For instance, visual learners might benefit from diagrams and videos, while auditory learners might prefer lectures or discussions. 4. Student engagement. A lesson where content and methodology are well-matched keeps students interested. For example, instead of just lecturing on a historical event, the teacher might use role play or create a simulation to help students experience the event firsthand. In short, the content methodology approach emphasizes a balanced and thoughtful connection between what is taught and how it is taught. It encourages active learning, caters to diverse learners, and leads to more engaging, effective, and meaningful lessons. Next important long question is: analyze the role of technology in enhancing social science education as per the recommendations in NEP 2020. The National Education Policy, NEP 2020, emphasizes the integration of technology in education to improve teaching and learning outcomes. Technology, when used effectively, can significantly enhance social science education by making learning more interactive, engaging, and accessible. The NEP recommends using technology to foster critical thinking, creativity, and a deeper understanding of social science concepts. Role of technology in enhancing social science education. 1. Access to resources. Technology can provide students with access to a wealth of online resources such as ebooks, documentaries, simulations, and academic articles. For example, a history teacher can use online platforms to show archival footage or virtual museum tours, allowing students to engage with historical events in a dynamic way. 2. Interactive learning. Tools like online quizzes, virtual discussions, and educational games can make social science lessons more interactive. For instance, geography lessons can be enhanced using interactive maps or virtual field trips that allow students to explore different places around the world, making the subject more engaging. 3. Critical thinking and collaboration. Technology enables collaboration and critical thinking. Platforms like Google Classroom or Zoom allow students to collaborate on projects, engage in debates, and work together to analyze social issues. For example, students could collaborate online to research and discuss topics like climate change, its social impact, and possible solutions. 4. Personalized learning. Technology can cater to diverse learning styles and needs. Adaptive learning platforms can offer customized lessons based on a student's progress, helping them learn at their own pace. This is especially helpful in social science subjects where students may have varying levels of understanding. 5. Assessment and feedback. Technology also helps in continuous assessment and immediate feedback. Tools like online tests or project-based assignments provide teachers with insights into student performance, enabling timely interventions and better learning outcomes. Conclusion. The NEP 2020 encourages the use of technology to enhance the quality of social science education. By making learning more interactive, accessible, and personalized, technology can help students engage deeply with social science concepts. Through online resources, interactive tools, and collaborative platforms, technology supports the development of critical thinking and a deeper understanding of social issues, thus transforming the traditional approach to social science education. Next important long question is: compare and contrast qualitative and quantitative research methods in social science, highlighting their strengths and limitations. In social science, qualitative and quantitative research methods are two primary approaches used to gather and analyze data. Both methods have their strengths and limitations, depending on the nature of the research question and the kind of data needed. Qualitative research. Qualitative research focuses on understanding people's experiences, behaviors, and social phenomena through in-depth exploration. It often uses methods like interviews, focus groups, and observations to gather non-numerical data. Strengths. In-depth insights. Qualitative research provides rich, detailed data, helping to explore the why and how of social behaviors. For example, in studying the causes of poverty, interviews with individuals can reveal personal experiences and perceptions that quantitative data can't capture. Flexibility. It allows researchers to adjust the research process as they uncover new insights, making it suitable for exploring complex or unexplored topics. Limitations. Subjectivity. Since data is collected through personal observations or interviews, it can be influenced by the researcher's perspective, leading to potential bias. Time-consuming. It often requires a significant amount of time to gather and analyze the data in depth. Quantitative research. Quantitative research focuses on gathering numerical data that can be analyzed statistically. It uses surveys, experiments, or statistical analysis to measure and quantify variables. Strengths. Objectivity and reliability. Since quantitative research deals with numbers, it is less influenced by personal opinions or bias, providing more objective data. For example, a survey measuring income levels and education can be analyzed numerically to find patterns. Generalizability. It often involves large sample sizes, making the findings more likely to apply to larger populations. Limitations. Lack of depth. Quantitative research may overlook the nuances of human experiences as it focuses more on numbers and patterns. For instance, it might not explain why people with lower education levels earn less income. Rigidity. It requires predefined questions and structured data collection, which may limit the exploration of unexpected findings. Conclusion. In short, qualitative research excels in understanding deep, personal experiences and complex social phenomena, but it can be subjective and time-consuming. Quantitative research, on the other hand, is ideal for measuring trends and generalizing findings, but it may lack the depth of understanding that Qualitative methods offer. Both methods have their value, and often they are used together to provide a more comprehensive understanding of social science issues. Next important long question is: analyze the influence of Ziddu Krishnamurti's philosophy on education and its impact on contemporary educational practices in India. Ziddu Krishnamurti, an influential philosopher, had a profound impact on education, focusing on holistic development, self-awareness, and critical thinking. He believed that true education goes beyond just acquiring knowledge. It involves understanding oneself, questioning societal norms, and nurturing inner freedom. His philosophy emphasized that learning should not be confined to textbooks but should encourage freedom of thought, creativity, and individual exploration. Influence of Krishnamurti's philosophy on education. 1. Self-knowledge and inner growth. Krishnamurti argued that education should help students understand their own minds and emotions. He believed that self-awareness is key to learning, as it allows students to make better choices in life. For example, in classrooms influenced by his ideas, teachers might encourage students to reflect on their thoughts and feelings before jumping to conclusions or learning new concepts. 2. Critical thinking and inquiry. He emphasized that students should not just memorize information, but critically engage with it. His approach encourages questioning, not merely accepting facts. In practical terms, this could mean that in a social science class, students might be encouraged to question historical events, explore different perspectives, and form their own opinions, rather than relying on a teacher's view. 3. Freedom from conditioning. Krishnamurti believed that traditional schooling often stifled creativity and curiosity by promoting rigid, standardized methods of teaching. His philosophy advocates for an education system that allows freedom from societal conditioning, where students are encouraged to think independently and not conform to preconceived notions. 4. Holistic learning. Krishnamurti also believed in the importance of emotional, moral, and social development alongside academic achievement. For example, schools following his philosophy might offer activities like meditation or group discussions that foster emotional intelligence and empathy alongside regular academic subjects. Impact on contemporary education in India. Krishnamurti's philosophy influenced many progressive schools in India, such as the Krishnamurti Foundation's schools, which focus on nurturing free thinkers. These schools emphasize inquiry-based learning, where students are not passive recipients but active participants in the learning process. His ideas have also encouraged the integration of emotional and social learning in education, promoting a more balanced and human-centered approach to teaching. Conclusion. In short, Ziddu Krishnamurti's educational philosophy has left a lasting impact on contemporary education in India by promoting self-awareness, critical thinking, and holistic learning. His ideas encourage a shift away from rote learning and instead advocate for an education system that nurtures the whole individual, helping students grow intellectually, emotionally, and socially. Next important long question is: discuss how teacher beliefs about disciplinary knowledge shape instructional practices and student understanding. A teacher's beliefs about disciplinary knowledge, the content they teach, greatly influence how they approach teaching and how students understand the Subject. These beliefs shape both instructional practices, the methods teachers use, and student learning, how students engage with and understand. The subject matter. How teacher beliefs influence instruction. 1. Content importance. If a teacher believes that a subject is valuable and interesting, they are more likely to design engaging lessons. For example, a teacher who sees history as essential for understanding the present might use real-world examples or current events to make the topic relatable to students. This helps students see the relevance of what they are learning, leading to deeper engagement. 2. Teaching methods. A teacher's belief about knowledge influences how they present it. Teachers who believe in the importance of understanding concepts rather than memorizing facts may use methods like problem-based learning, discussions, or project-based assignments. For instance, a science teacher who values inquiry might encourage students to conduct experiments or ask questions rather than just listening to lectures. This leads to active learning, helping students develop critical thinking skills. 3. Student-centered approach. Teachers who believe that all students can succeed may adopt more inclusive teaching practices. They might differentiate instruction, offering different types of activities to meet the needs of diverse learners. For example, a teacher might use visual aids, hands-on activities, or group work to support students with different learning styles, fostering a more supportive classroom environment. 4. Disciplinary knowledge as a dynamic process. Teachers who view knowledge as evolving and open to interpretation will encourage students to think critically and question established ideas. For example, in social studies, a teacher might highlight different perspectives on an event or issue, encouraging students to explore and form their own opinions, instead of just learning the facts. Conclusion. In short, a teacher's beliefs about the subject they teach directly shape their teaching methods and the classroom environment. These beliefs influence how they engage students with the content, whether they focus on critical thinking, active learning, or rote memorization. Teachers who see knowledge as dynamic and relevant foster deeper understanding, encouraging students to think critically and apply what they learn to the real world. Next important long question is: discuss the role of technology in enhancing pedagogy and its influence on student learning outcomes. Technology plays a significant role in enhancing pedagogy, the art and science of teaching, by providing innovative tools that improve both teaching methods and student learning outcomes. It helps create a more engaging, interactive, and personalized learning environment. Role of technology in enhancing pedagogy. 1. Interactive learning. Technology makes learning more interactive. Tools like smart boards, educational apps, and online simulations can engage students more effectively than traditional teaching methods. For example, in a science class, students can use interactive simulations to explore concepts like gravity or electricity, helping them understand complex ideas in a hands-on way. 2. Personalized learning. Technology allows teachers to tailor lessons to meet the diverse needs of students. Adaptive learning platforms can adjust content based on individual student progress. For example, platforms like Khan Academy provide personalized quizzes and lessons helping students move at their own pace and focus on areas they need more practice in. 3. Access to resources. The Internet provides access to a wide range of learning materials, from videos to articles to ebooks. Students can easily access information on any topic, extending learning beyond the classroom. For instance, in a history class, students can watch documentaries or access primary sources from archives to deepen their understanding. 4. Collaboration and communication. Technology allows students to collaborate easily, even if they are not physically in the same place. Tools like Google Docs, Zoom, and discussion boards allow students to work together on projects and communicate with each other or the teacher outside of class hours. Influence on student learning outcomes. 1. Increased engagement. Technology makes learning more exciting and engaging, which can increase student motivation. For example, using gamification, turning learning into a game in subjects like math or languages encourages students to enjoy the learning process. 2. Improved learning efficiency. With the help of educational technologies, students can learn more efficiently. Online assessments allow teachers to give quick feedback, helping students understand where they need to improve. This immediate feedback leads to better learning outcomes. 3. Development of critical skills. Using technology in education also helps students develop digital literacy and other essential skills such as collaboration, problem solving, and critical thinking, which are important for their future careers. Conclusion. In short, technology enhances pedagogy by making learning more interactive, personalized, and accessible. It encourages active engagement, fosters collaboration, and supports diverse learning needs. As a result, students become more motivated, efficient, and better prepared for the future. Technology's role in improving student learning outcomes is undeniable, helping shape a modern, dynamic educational environment. Next important long question is: evaluate the role of teacher beliefs about learner development in creating inclusive learning environments. Teacher beliefs about learner development play a critical role in shaping inclusive learning environments. These beliefs influence how teachers view students' abilities, needs, and potential, and thus affect how they design and implement teaching strategies. An inclusive learning environment is one where all students, regardless of their backgrounds, abilities, or learning styles, have equal opportunities to succeed. Role of teacher beliefs in creating inclusive learning environments. 1. Understanding student diversity. Teachers who believe that every student has the potential to learn tend to create environments where diverse learners are supported. For example, a teacher who believes that students with learning disabilities can excel will implement strategies like differentiated instruction or provide additional resources to ensure these students can access the content. This belief fosters an environment where all learners feel valued and capable. 2. Encouraging growth mindset. Teachers with a growth mindset, the belief that intelligence and abilities can be developed through effort, are more likely to foster inclusive classrooms. These teachers create an atmosphere where mistakes are seen as part of the learning process, encouraging all students, including those who may struggle, to persist and Try new strategies. For instance, in a math class, a teacher who believes in the ability of all students to improve might use varied approaches like peer tutoring or visual aids to help struggling learners. 3. Adapting instruction to individual needs. Teachers who view learner development as an individualized process understand that students grow at different rates and in different ways. For example, in an English class, a teacher might give some students extra time to complete assignments or offer more one-on-one support for those who need it. This flexibility ensures that each student has the opportunity to succeed based on their unique learning needs. 4. Promoting social and emotional development. Teachers who believe in the importance of social and emotional learning help create an inclusive classroom environment by nurturing students' confidence, self-esteem, and interpersonal skills. This can include activities such as group discussions, role-playing, or conflict resolution training, helping students feel safe and supported. Conclusion. In short, teacher beliefs about learner development are foundational in creating inclusive learning environments. When teachers hold positive beliefs about their students' potential, they implement strategies that meet diverse learning needs, foster growth, and create a supportive atmosphere. These beliefs help ensure that all students, regardless of their abilities or backgrounds, can participate fully in the learning process and achieve success. Next important long question is: discuss the concept of content methodology and its implications for instructional planning. The concept of content methodology refers to the integration of both content, what is taught, and methodology, how it is taught, in the teaching process. It emphasizes the idea that effective teaching requires not just knowing the subject matter but also selecting appropriate teaching methods that best support student understanding and engagement with that content. Explanation of content methodology. 1. Content. This is the subject matter or the material that students are expected to learn. For example, in a history lesson, the content could be a specific historical event, such as India's independence. 2. Methodology. This refers to the strategies, techniques, or approaches a teacher uses to deliver the content and engage students. This could include lectures, discussions, multimedia resources, hands-on activities, etc. In the same history lesson, a teacher might use a mix of storytelling, visual aids like maps, and group activities to help students understand the significance of the event. Implications for instructional planning. 1. Holistic approach. Instructional planning must take into account both the content and the teaching method. For instance, if the content is difficult or abstract, the teacher might choose simpler, more visual methods or activities that can make the concept more accessible. For example, teaching a complex scientific concept like photosynthesis might require experiments, visual diagrams, and interactive learning tools to make the learning process more engaging. 2. Active learning. The combination of content and methodology encourages a shift from traditional, lecture-based teaching to more active learning methods. For example, instead of just explaining the causes of the Industrial Revolution, the teacher might assign projects, debates, or simulations that let students explore the topic hands-on. 3. Catering to different learners. Different students have different learning styles. By integrating appropriate methodologies with the content, teachers can address the diverse needs of students. For example, some students may learn better through auditory methods, like listening to a lecture, while others may prefer visual or kinesthetic methods, such as drawing diagrams or acting out historical events. Conclusion. In short, content methodology emphasizes the importance of not only knowing the subject matter, but also using effective teaching methods to deliver it. Teachers should plan lessons that connect the content with the right instructional strategies, making learning more engaging, interactive, and accessible. This approach helps ensure that all students, regardless of their learning styles, can successfully understand and engage with the content. I hope you understand easily each question. All the best, students, for your upcoming exam. For other subject quick revision, important questions, previous question papers, and syllabus links are available in description. Check out once. Thank you for watching. Like and share this video with your friends.